there, brothers. Welcome to the show. It's Friday night. Are you heading to the clubs? It's a prime night for going out to the clubs. Women, it's Friday night. They've worked all week. They want to go out and let off some steam. You should be showing up where they're at. Go out to the clubs on Fridays and Saturdays. You've got to let go of your computers, let go of your internet porn, girlfriends, and get out to where real women are. Okay? You got to show up where they're at. 64% of them, as I've been quoting for a long time now, are going to the clubs to meet men. Okay? That's a fact. So you should be showing up there. You shouldn't be at home on a Friday night. All of you guys should be getting ready to go out to the clubs. I should be lonely hearing this and be able to actually get a show done without having a whole bunch of guys showing up. A lot of guys, they'll say, well, I actually have a final tomorrow, or I got to go to work tomorrow. That didn't mean shit to me when I was younger. I didn't give a fuck if I only had 2 hours sleep. I still would show up at work after spending the night, having fun. Fun for me was having sex. I didn't drink back then. Okay, so I've been getting a ton of comments from the different community, not from this community, but coming from the van dwelling community, and I've just shut most of them off. Just click. Some guy named Speedy, he was commenting to someone else on his idea stuff, his opinion on shit, and how some dude, another guy made a comment, and actually I hope it wasn't the guy that was in the show that I was talking to. His name shouldn't be Speedy. No, it wasn't. It was some dude that showed up. So anyways, he was sitting there arguing with everybody and criticizing the guy that was in this one guy in Bob's show. And I'm like, wow, man. But now I'm worried about, I may have made the comment to the wrong person. I'm hoping his name wasn't Speedy. His name wasn't Speedy. No, he's an older guy. Anyways, I noticed that he's one of those people that argue with everybody. And there are people on YouTube, it's like they have no lives. They're at home on a Friday night. And they're looking for arguments because that's their entertainment. They're living their lives through the people they argue with on YouTube. He was criticizing the fellow in the show. And I'm trying to remember the fellow in the show's name. I'm hoping that it wasn't the Speedy guy. Because I never criticize people who are producers, other producers. I always criticize the ones that that argue with everybody. Yeah, that's right. He made a comment about the guy not contributing to life, and I actually point out that the fellow said he lived off of investment income of some type, and I guess a lot of people, or this guy, felt like, okay, if you're gonna be living the van life, you also should be contributing back to society. And most of them, they are. They'll go work as work campers, or you go to a campground, there's someone that takes the money, also cleans toilets. They do all these jobs to support it, and many of them are actually just retired from life. They've already contributed their contributions to society, and they want to retire and just travel, and they use the van life or the RV life to do that, and more power to them. So I made my comment about him. He's one of those guys that runs home, jumps on his laptop, just plugging YouTube just so they can argue. Now, Jovina, she's getting into a lot of beefs over President Tangerine. One idiot, she made a comment about something about orange. Jovina, your comment about orange and little tiny hands. What was that comment?
Small-handed, orange-faced, fat retard or something.
Yeah, small hands, orange face, fat retard, and was that a Mexican guy that's called you the N-word?
Yes, he was Mexican.
Sergio something or another.
Romero.
Yeah, and
I saw what he looked like, so yeah.
called her the N-word. Didn't know. He saw your photo.
I know, but
He see your photo.
I don't
Huh.
know if he was.
Interesting. You're Iberian. Iberians created the Mexican race. Anyways, actually, Mexican isn't a race; it's a country. The people of Mexico are a mixture of European and natives that were there. So, anyways, she's getting into a lot of beefs with people. She's become one of those kind of people that run home and jumps on. Yeah, at lunchtime, after she makes my lunch, she's over there looking for arguments. So I'm witnessing this right in my own face with my own female here. Running home, jumping on YouTube just so she can beef. I guess when you have no life and you're bored with life, I guess, it makes me look bad now. You get involved in that, overly involved in that.
I only do it while you're busy working. I'm not doing it when it's our time.
Yeah. But you're still too deeply involved in all that nonsense.
Well, because then I make a comment and people comment back and they piss me off, so I have to.
Yeah. She comments under videos and she watches, a lot of stuff about Trump. Her family was a little worried about him becoming elected because, actually, no. Your family, they're here legally. Your parents did that whole study thing and testing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you guys don't have an anchor baby. Well, actually, they would go after Europeans anyway. He only hates Arabs or Islam and Mexicans, Muslims, and yeah.
Mexicans.
It's taking pressure off. Actually, I thought it would take the pressure off blacks, but it hasn't. It actually has gotten worse again. Every time I turn around, there's something going on directed at black people. I mean, how could someone who's a teacher, a trusted teacher, say racist stuff to a black student? Who does that? What race of people does that? Well, we know what race of people does that, but how could they do something like that? They're children. I was watching the other day a video that came out of this 15-year-old kid. He ran behind this white kid, grabbed him by the backpack, and threw him to the ground with one hand. He was big at 15. And he did it twice. The guy got up, called him a black N-word or something, a black piece of shit. And then he started walking in, and the guy ran up to him again. Boom! Boom! And I'm like, what the hell did he do that for? Then I started looking at the story, and apparently the guy had been racially harassing him at school. It was because of Trump. Like I told you guys, that was I told you guys this would happen. I don't know why they feel so emboldened just because he's in the office. Like the past presidents weren't racist; they were racist. They're just undercover about the shit, and which is what I prefer. A lot of people say they want it in their faces. No, I prefer the status quo. They didn't really. The racists weren't emboldened. They didn't feel emboldened the way they do right now. So, let me tell Jovina what happened. This kid had been making these racial comments to this guy, this other kid, younger kid who's picking on him. He's like a big jolly kid. How some of those big boys are all, they're all passive and they just try to get along. And he speaks well. His mother spoke well. I bet they were pissed off at that.
So he was educated and they didn't.
He come from there was no father. I don't know if he had a father picture, but she spoke very well. She didn't speak like them cheering. Yeah, that country black accent. And I bet they hated that. I know the news hated it when they run into a well-speaking black person.
Someone who's smart.
So this kid,
How dare.
what really got him was the day he went off. Was the kid showed him a video on a cell phone of him shooting a shotgun, and he said, "I'm gonna kill your mother. I'm gonna kill your family."
Oh.
So he made a threat to him, and he ran up to him. Boom, boom. Guy got up. He started walking. He called him a black piece of shit, and he started walking again. Boom, boom. I got the video.
Oh, I need to see it.
Yeah. In fact, I'll show it to you guys. It's on YouTube.
What's it called?
I don't remember.
tell me as soon as you find it, because I want to.
I gotta search through my past videos. So we have these racists that are just fucking emboldened. Hold on, Jovini. Let me go through my history.
I'm going to split up here.
Let's see. It may not even be on this particular channel that I'm on. Uh-oh. I'm so sick of seeing white folks in them goddamn pointy hats and robes. Here it is right here. White supremacist male racially attacks black student. Now get this. Black student gets suspended. And it's Cynthia G. So I'm not going to play the video. You guys go watch the video yourself. He got suspended for 10 days. All of this, most of the school rose up and protested. They reduced it down to 5. Now, his mother and the kid had complained 3 times, and the school didn't do anything about it. He was being racially harassed, but it was a white kid. The staff on the school are white. So they're actually liable. And, of course, the kid can't be reached. I don't know why they don't, just man up and come out, be a man, come out and say, yeah, I was fucked with them. I guess they probably have an attorney or something to say, don't do it. Hopefully he'll die down and shit like that. I'm going to play it. No, because it's Cynthia G.
Yeah, it's a long video. I noticed that.
Don't do Cynthia G's. Let's see. Male racially attacks black student gets suspended. Just look for that. Maybe I'll find the original news video. Wow, there's a lot of these.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. I'm just going to have a whole bunch.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll just go to the actual story because she always posts links, which is something I really enjoy about her videos. I just can't show them in a non-black crowd. Okay, she has BET and also ABC. Okay, that's the kid. He's 15, by the way. He's not a grown man. He's still a child, just like if he was a white kid, big white kid, it would be called a child. Students are standing behind this teen who was suspended after a bully called him the N-word and threatened to kill his whole family. And that's what set him off. I hope that's the video. Okay, here we go. Nope. Okay, that's a video of the kids protesting. And this looks like it's the news. Ah, fuck. Let me go to my other browser. Cool. Oh, fuck, they got me. Goddamn.
Developing right now, a viral video causing concern at a Wake County high school.
He threw that kid like 5 feet, 10 feet.
Appears to show an altercation between two students at Wake Forest High
He's
School.
only 15.
Well, this morning, students were out protesting. Gloria Rodriguez is live.
Damn,
at
he's
Wake
powerful.
Forest
Built
High
at
School.
15.
Gloria, what's the story behind this video?
Well, we did talk to one of the students that was in the video and also his family. They said they had just met with officials here at Wake Forest High School, and they did shed light into what they say happened in that video. Now, that student also says that his suspension was decreased to 5 days from 10 days, and he also says that he wants everybody who saw that video to know something. Take a look.
I just want to say I'm not a violent person. That's not who I am. Everybody who's known me and that knows me currently know that I try to avoid confrontation. And I usually laugh things off, but I was just pushed over the breaking point.
Boom!
He says he grabbed the student's backpack and knocked him to the ground twice when he couldn't take it anymore. The video was posted on Instagram shortly after it happened Friday at Wake Forest High School. We've been unable to reach the other student in the video, but Micah says that he had been racially harassed for the past 2 months and that the student giving him a hard time went as far as threatening to kill his family. The student who initially posted the video wrote about the alleged threat as well. Now here's what Micah has to say.
He said things like, I need to name my son convict and crackhead, my children, because that's what they grow up to be. He threw the N-word around very loosely, said things that I look like I bathed in coffee beans and dirt.
But I kind of... The 15-year-old football player says that he reported the racial harassment to a teacher 3 times, and today students protested after every period to show their support of Micah and asked school leaders to bring him back. There's also a petition on change.org that has more than 1,300 signatures asking that the other student be suspended as well. And the spokesperson for the Wake County School District tells me that they did look into Micah's reports of racial harassment, but she says that she can't say what, if anything, was done about it. She does say that they are investigating this incident, but says that she can't comment further about it. Live in Wake Forest, Gloria Rodriguez, ABC 11 Eyewitness News.
So these fucking racists, as I said, well, as we know, they're fucking cowards, but it's really getting bad. It's getting seriously bad out here. Hard out here for a pimp. What's up, Remo? Kinsley, I've been getting a lot, if bigger, women supreme need to change that up. He'll says, hey, Supreme, how can I get in touch with you and Jovina? Go to my store. The link is below this video. Go to my store. The link is below this video. And click the link for my store. And her stuff is in the store. Her link is in the store. How to really get heads turning. Yeah, he wants to change his wardrobe, get heads turning. Their real faces are staring. You must be on a phone. Dupree says that down south accent. Yeah. Cheering. I heard the worst accents on Maury Povich, man. Kinsley says, look on World Star. I found it. Khalid. Oh no. You don't come from the back. Kinsley says, cool. And spell check, man. I think that white kid, Khalid, got what he deserved. Geez, that kid was way too nice. His family must be Christian. Exactly. He could have put his, stomped on him with his feet and kicked the shit at him. So, and that's what my dad taught me. Don't let him get up off the ground because you have to worry about him coming behind your back. And that's my instinct. But as I got older, I changed. And my dad was from the days where they had them straight razors. Unfortunately, since, as we know, President Tangerine's been in office, we've got these racial people that feel emboldened, including the teachers. And as I started the show saying, that's a fucking child they're saying this stuff to. What kind of human being does that to a fucking child? Hopefully you guys are going out tonight. Where I'm at is 8:28. I'm hoping you guys are actually going to hit the club tonight, right? So you can get off the computer and go out to where women are. I think all the guys are ready. You've seen my approach video. Hopefully you're practicing. You should create your own scenarios in your head and practice till your brain gets fast. Once your brain speeds up, you'll be able to step over right away and deliver an opener to these females. Just to get her talking. Then you get to work on your communication skills. And it's always best to do that live and in person. Remo says, nah, I'm inside tonight. Why is that, Remo? I know you actually go out, so you're one of the few people, the only person I know on there who actually goes out. Who makes an effort to get out of his house. Earlier, Jovi and I were talking about the weird people on YouTube. Jovina, headphones off. I was telling fellas we were talking about the weird people on YouTube that you've been running into. All these racial fucks.
Yes, on a daily basis.
Said yes on a daily basis. Remo says mad cold and don't feel like it. Robert Ontiveros. What's up, Supreme? How do you buy active listening program? And how is it? Doesn't let me see. Oh, yeah. I don't want to risk. Well, everything I put out is good. I don't put out junk. I do make it myself. Don't want to risk anything, man. That's an insult, man. That's fucking insulting. The video was on my old channel. The old channel got canceled. I have to redo the video. I've just been unmotivated. So how do you buy? Well, you on the site, just click the link if you want to buy it. But if you're just a decent listener, you don't need that. That's for people who really mentally, who think too much in their heads. They have trouble actually listening to a person. You should be fine. I don't know of too many black folks that would be that problem. There is one person that comes here that I have an issue with now. And that would be that hobo guy. I asked him to put up his own face. Again, he put up a fake face of a brother's not even him. And I think I downloaded it on my other computer. But it's the weird people on YouTube, man. Let's see, where's this brother at? Shit, it's going back too far. So he put up another fake fucking photo. This time it's a nice looking brother, but the photo you can find it on Google Images. Because I said this is not him. Because I've seen him in his Halloween costume. So he says, I'm of the thought that he's actually a white guy, and white guys have done that so many times to me. Pretend to be black dudes. No offense to white fellas watching, but I found that to be true. Fizzle. This girl I fuck with has a girlfriend at work who is dating a dude in Chicago they've never met, and they use Facebook to date each other for 4 years. She's from the Bay Area. Weird motherfuckers. I agree. She's never met them. They never even had sex. Guy's probably just a homosexual. Because a man needs sex. Fizzle. They watch movies together on FaceTime. He goes to dinner and FaceTime her like they're eating together. That's just, yeah, I agree, Remo. That's mad weird. Fizzle, that's what dating is coming to with all of us. This weird shit. It ain't coming that way on my part of things. Robert Ontiveros. I mean, because it says one person didn't get his product. It says watch the video and it doesn't let me view the video. No disrespect, but okay. One person didn't get his product. Usually, when that happens, every time it's happened, it's been someone with Hotmail. It was Hotmail or this other mail service. And when you buy my product, the program that protects the site sends you a login name, which will be your email address, and a password. Hotmail just filters the mail super hard, and that ends up in their spam folder. And I got to tell them every fucking time, please check your fucking spam folder. Just had someone order how to make a woman cum product, and instead of telling them that, I just get so tired of telling people that, I just gave them a new fucking password. Let's see. So I'm not sure what you're talking about, what video you're talking. I thought you were talking about the video that's on the actual sales page. Well, that one you don't really need, Robert. So I actually advised you not to actually purchase it. It's all about really just how to pay attention to when people talk. And I don't think you need that. That's for the really serious, more nerdier types, okay? I'm not giving any clues on mind fucking, how to listen for the clues that take advantage of her. I don't talk about that. I wish the video had played. Actually, Cynthia G actually has a video of the mother speaking. And I thought she sounded really intelligent. She didn't have that bad accent that a lot of African Americans can have coming from rural areas, or not rural areas, but in the cities and shit. But this kid's going to looks like a middle-class school. I've noticed that middle-class blacks do speak differently than the poor blacks, poor members of my race. So I'm trying to find the mother. And you guys notice how the kid spoke.
Emasculated him. He's a kid. He's sitting here threatening to kill your mother and your family, and you think it's not appropriate to engage in violence, but these same evil Albanoid devils will defend.
Oops. So that's why I didn't want to play her. If you're African American, it's all good, but to people who are not African American, she goes in.
Today, students protested at
Okay. Costello, what do you think of Justin Wayne? I think he's a dating coach. He's also a Trumper. That just, I did downcast him from learning that one. But as far as his dating skills, I'm a player. He's a dater. He's beneath me. End of story. I have a question for you, Con Estilo. Why would you come to someone like me, who's a mega player? Why would you even ask me about Coach Corey Wayne? Wait, Justin Wayne. Who's Justin Wayne? Is that black dude that works for the PUAs? The one that claims he was an ex-nerd? If it is, again, why would you come in here asking me what do I think of Justin Wayne? Why do you guys do that? I don't know anything about what he talks about. I just was scrolling one time, saw a black dude, and I think his name was Justin. You notice how I thought you were talking about Corey Wayne? Some black dude. I listened to a few moments of his sales pitch, and he was talking about I used to be a nerd or something like that, and I quit listening after that. So if you're into, you're Latin, okay. Oh God, you're black. I ask because his conversation skills are something newcomers can try to emulate. So you want to come into my show and sell someone else. How much are they paying you to do that? Yeah, don't act like you don't work for them. That's what you call what they used to do with forward marketing. Also, I get these guys coming to my channel all the time, fellas. They always, you can tell their comments, they say, search on Google. This is old. If a woman is choosing up and she has a group of friends around her, how did you open up? Did you engage? No, that's PUA shit. By the way, if she's choosing up, I'm going to come snatch her out of the group. I don't stand there and do social dynamics like RSD teaches. I'm not going to engage the entire fucking group. I need to pull her from her friends. I'm that lone wolf that's going to cut her from her herd and bring her down. Okay? Supreme cracks me when he says, oh God, you're black. Hey, when I see one of us, you know what it's like when one of us are so stupid we go to PUA shit. And then they put a black face to sell it to more black dudes. Or because white guys think we're cool. So they sell more to white dudes. But shit works. Hey, look at this dude coming in here. And I'm sure the brother, probably because he's a brother, you know, a lot of brothers got some good rap to him. But I don't know. I actually should have sold out years ago and went to the PUA. I'd be rich right now. I fucking should have. Every time it comes time to pay my rent, I think of that. My question to the brother with the Latin last name, Conestilio, you're a PUA and you're a black Latino. You should have enough game to see the game behind PUA. How come you don't? Remo went to PUA. He had enough game in him to see behind the shit. I met a girl online and she's definitely teen material. Bad thing, she has 3 kids. Should I avoid females with young kids? I didn't. I never engaged in the kids. I came in at night. My sister said don't date a woman with more than one kid. That's good advice. I didn't listen to my mom, and I ended up getting married to one with 2 kids, and my child was on the way. She was 7 months pregnant when I got married. It's actually good advice. But when I was in the game, I came at night. And make sure you use protection, okay? Because those types of women, they want to land a daddy. The only bad thing about women with kids, this is a dick thing. If you could hit the bottom, it doesn't feel good down there. It feels like there's like a second opening that you break through. Like this is her vagina, and down there at the bottom there's a second opening, and that's caused by scar tissue from having kids. And you break down and you could, touch the cervix. I didn't like that feeling. Because a lot of times, some women had really horrendous scar tissue down there that actually did make my dick feel good. Conestilo asked a question. Supreme, I understand why you're saying what you say about Pew. I just wondered what your thoughts on Justin Wayne, because the way he talks to woman is somewhat similar to what you teach. Maybe because we're both black. Damn, how far in is the bottom? I would like to hit it for my ego. I'm not no super dick dude. The average woman's vagina is only 6 inches. You got more than 6 inches, you can hit the bottom of most women. Basically, to be interested in her instead of, Conestilo says basically to be interested in her instead of being interesting. Oh wait, did I miss something? So he talks about being interested in her instead of being interesting. I'd prefer you do both. Take a real active interest in her and also be someone of note yourself. So that's where I guess we differ. So obviously you must listen to this other fella. What makes you think that I would actually waste my time following these other people, their contact? Has he held up? Is he worthy of my attention? I'm going to ask you that question. You know who I am. Is he worthy of my attention? I'm waiting for Khan to answer. Well, probably not, but you did recommend listening to Tariq Nasheed before. Yeah. The author of 4 books. He's not a PUA. I know his material from his first book, so I sure did. But this Wayne guy is a PUA. Okay, good. He said, I listened to Tariq. Good. Then you should be up on all the latest stuff. Question, does Tariq talk about dating anymore? Or does he talk about his passion, which is the bullshit in America? The Tariq Nasheed kind of preaches. Yeah, I know that. Hoe chasing, yeah. But what's the point, Dupree? Most blacks hoe chase. Right? I'm Morrison Supreme. I have a cousin who has had 2 failed marriages and he's turning to MGTOW. How can I help him? He is learning that he was a pushover. Well, that should save him. If he's learned that he was a pushover. Ryan Hood. Tyreek has a separate show for relationships. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. Constilo. No, he doesn't talk about dating. He's talking about more about whites. Yeah, that's the issue. I don't agree with everything he says about it, but I understand where he's coming from. Okay? Mm-hmm. Everybody has their own opinion. People don't agree with everything I say either. Remo. He talks about dating mainly about social issues now. Well, that was what I thought. The shows that people posted in the forum, the Remo, were about dating, not about dating issues. I've also recommended Payroll the Pimp. Either those two got into a beef. If you can find any of his videos. But that's for people who are advanced, not you guys. If you guys are running around listening to all these different people, you're the bottom feeders. You're at the bottom of your game. The show's called Ism Radio. Cool. About that ism. I don't think I've ever seen you on here, Conestilo. How did you find me? And what made you even want to come in? Nas, he tries to separate himself from his old shit too. He said the art of macking was tongue in cheek. LOL. Don't know why he's lying about that shit. Maybe he's trying to, because he's now a movie producer, director, and creator and all that stuff, he wants to separate himself from this business. This niche is on the debate side. It's kind of low. If I couldn't run for a public office because of what I've done here. So I could see why he might want to separate himself as he rises up higher in his social niche. You notice how people like that Tucker idiot guy was trying to, drag that stuff out. The free black women in the black community want guys to hoe chase after them, though. Khan says, I've been a follower of your channel for years. Finally found a good opportunity to speak. Okay, why aren't you out there in the game and better at the game if you've been following me for years? That means I haven't done my job. Also, let me address the black women, the black community want guys to hoe chase them after them, though that's actually, I believe, a myth. Because I've heard black women who are tired of it. They're tired of Fisher hat dudes running over, those, like what Khan has, dudes that wear the fisherman hats, run over to them. They're tired of they call them bugaboos. If you're fine, yeah, they want you to step over and chase after them. But if you're less than fine, or as you guys know, you got some clout going on, then they ain't got time for you. Khan says, I'm focused on my career at the moment. Wait a minute. How many times have I heard that shit? There's a guy on my site right now that said the same shit. That means, Con, you're also a masturbator. Hold on, I gotta see your image also. Nope. If I do that, I might lose this, so I better stay here. That means you lay down or sit in your chair or whatever and you jack off because you don't have a woman by your side. And you run around, listen to all these people talk about dating, but you're not doing the damn thing because you're focused on your career at the moment. Why do you guys do that? Do you think I could do something like that? I think I know what he's going to say next, but let's... Well, you just chasing women, but I still kept my business going. Fizzle, the problem most people struggle in dating is because they soak up all this game, but never actually apply it in person. I agree. Most probably won't ever go to the club and actually try what they've learned. Case in point, you guys are here talking to me right now. Con, I don't need distractions at the moment. Going back into the game in the spring. You're saying that as a male, you don't want to put your dick in pussy at the moment because you're focused on something you're doing at work. And that pussy would be so distracting that you couldn't handle your job at work. Like, you can't fuck till 5 in the morning, get up like I did at 7, take a shower in the bitch's place, put on the same smoky, smelly clothes, and step your ass to work and do your job. Tubi says, how old is too old for the club? Well, there are different clubs. And depends how you look. The photo that I'm using on this video, I was 42. No gray hairs, nothing, no wrinkles. I was still going to younger clubs at that time. Khan says, you make a good point. I haven't begun to make my point. You're a man. You should have your dick in some pussy. By the way, when you have pussy, the stress you're feeling at work, it takes it away. Pussy is not a distraction. It's a boon. I don't know how good your English is. It brings benefit to your life. Think about it. You got shit you're doing at work. Your woman could help you. You could put her on your team. She could help you do better at work because they're good at that. Instead, you're self-satisfying yourself with internet porn, having an internet porn girlfriend. Who's your favorite porn star anyway? I just learned about the Sarah Jane and fuck, I gotta go look at my past videos. There was some kind of talk show, Lisa and some 44-year-old white woman with fake lips. She had a great body, fake tits, but she looked really good. But I just learned about her. And then someone named Sarah Jane. I saw her video off to the side. It's LOL, internet porn girlfriend. Well, that's what guys do. Tubi, I went to younger clubs. It felt awkward. Go to older clubs. It won't feel awkward. If you're 40 and you look 40, don't go to a kiddie club. If you look 30s, don't go to a kiddie club. That's for the 20-year-olds. You have to start going to adult clubs. I don't know who Diamond Fox was, but more power to you. Player, I'm hitting the weights. It has definitely boosted my energy and confidence. But how do I get shredded staying natural. I don't have great genetics. My shoulders and chest are average. Well, first you want to learn to get your shoulders up and your chest game up. That's a matter of being able to get in touch with your chest muscles and shoulder muscles. Also, to get shredded, it's a matter of diet. All those roid boys, to get shredded, they still have to diet. That means you have to rip all of the fat out. That's why they got to get down to like 3% body fat. At 3% body fat, you will be shredded. See me, it's Friday. I got 3 on the team player. I'm taking a break from the clubs, man. I understand. You don't need more than that. Tubi. Sorry, I've already read Tubi. Dupree. It was a 70-year-old guy in a young club walking around. Everybody was laughing at him. He looked like Einstein. I've seen those old fucks also when I was younger. In my 30s. I was going to young clubs. I stopped going to young clubs about 42. Some fucker bouncer said, "Damn, you're old as dirt." I was only 42. And I looked like I was 29. Two says 45, look 25. Yeah, that was... I was 42, look 29. You're doing better than I am. Jovina.
Yeah.
Give me some of that. Give me the Pepsi out of there. They give me Pepsi with the... At the store I go to, I get rotisserie chicken, and they have this little card for a slim bottle of Pepsi. Don't know who Ollie Hayes was either. Inflate ego. Black don't crack. Yeah, I'm 57. I have no wrinkles. I don't drink pop anymore. That shit burns. I've tried the sip of honey. It doesn't work. I actually had honey going down my throat. It didn't work. And I was making the, I think it's officially called hot tea and sympathy, but where you take tea and you put brandy in there and a lot of honey. That helped me sleep, but I'm not really coughing at night anymore. And it comes irregularly. There's no pattern to it. Except I'm in the house. But I do cough also when I get in my truck. Thizzle, did you train with barbell or dumbbells for incline? Always dumbbells. The people that I train for bodybuilding, I use dumbbells. Dumbbells are way more effective. Dupree says, "Why are you drinking soda?" I guess you didn't hear I knew somebody would say something about it. Did you hear what I said, how I got the soda? Tubi says hot toddy. That's another name for it, yeah. For some reason, I noticed that soda kicks my cough out. Don't know why. I think because it burns my throat going down. It kicks out for a few moments. Then it'll come back later on. Versus water doesn't do shit. I cough so much that I vomit. Like I just threw up a little while ago. And, mucus comes out. And what else I've eaten. But that mucus actually lubricates my throat. So my throat isn't scratchy. Try Mucinex. Jovina.
Yeah.
Where's my Mucinex at?
Over here.
I'll bring it here for a second. I guess you guys think for the last 7 years I haven't done anything. I haven't tried anything. Just hand me the bottle. Bam! The hardest shit they have. But Mucinex isn't the same as it used to be. back when you guys were riding your Hot Wheels. This shit in the pill form saved my life. I was sick for like a fucking month. There was this flu going around, and mucus was built up in everybody's lungs. One of my clients had to have an operation to have it scraped off of her lungs and scraped out of her lungs. This flu that went around it was like the late 90s. I looked for everything. I tried everything. And I used to, get bronchitis every year when I first moved downtown. And I would lay in bed. And every time I would cough, I would have, I can't remember the name of that cough syrup. Robitussin or something like that. No, it wasn't Robitussin, but it was one of them. Really good stuff. And I just wake up and drink a big glug of it and go back to sleep. That didn't work on this. I tried everything. And then Mucinex had just came out. And they were putting mega doses of the stuff in there. I took that the first night. I started feeling better the next day. And I've been sick for like a fucking month. And I'd never been sick for a month before. That was a killer virus. People were dying back in the 90s from that thing. But as for, this shit, I've tried everything. I've tried every pill out there. I've tried every cough syrup out there. I've been on prednisone. I've been on antibiotics. And that's why I haven't went to emergency for my doctor, because I don't want to go back on that shit. It's the reason why I became a diabetic, because I got damn prednisone. So I'm just toughing it out. Chris says, "What's up, player? Have been watching you for a while. Much love, respect." Thanks, Chris. It's the food that causes it. I agree. It can be in your foods. That I can agree with. I stopped eating wheat for that reason. A lot of people have mentioned Dr. Sebi to me. I know of Dr. Sebi. Also, Naj, you might want to check out Dr. Africa. I like him better than like Dr. Sebi. Dr. Sebi always look like he's dead. He's laid up in a bed. He can't move. I don't want to take advice from a guy that's laid up in bed. He can't move. Dr. Africa wants us to become vegetarians, though. I have a problem with that, but I was actually just telling Jovina that maybe we should try that Monday. Just go total vegetarian. Or maybe coffee or milk and cream in your coffee. I use creamers. Tubi, he died. Yeah, I heard that. Now that you mention it. Something is producing mucus, and I know it's in the diet, so I'm going to have to change my diet again. I'm thinking of, what am I allergic to? And she does put a little bit of half and half in there in my coffee, but it's mostly creamer. So I'm going to have her stop doing half and half. She used the half and half to cut the strength, the bitterness of the coffee in half. Then I use the creamers to sweeten up. I use sugar-free creamers to sweeten it up. And no, it's not the sugar-free stuff, because I went without Splenda, still had a problem. That's why I don't listen to Dr. Sebi. Dr. Sebi also believed in smoking weed. I don't believe any African Americans should smoke weed, or anyone of African descent. That I didn't know. I didn't know he died in prison. It was something to do with an underage girl or something like that. Was that what it was about? I heard some scuttlebutt, just vaguely, and I don't listen to scuttlebutt. That means, bullshit people are talking about. Tubi says weed can kill cancer cells. Show me the documentation on that. Show me the actual documentation, or give me links to the documentation on that. My little brother smoked weed till the day he died. So I want to see the documentation. Okay? TV says he was set up. Okay. Dupree says, damn, why he went to prison. For those of you who are Caucasian, that means, damn, why did he go to prison? That's just African American speak. Damn, why he went to prison? Dupree also says, my grandfather smoked weed till he died of cancer. Yep. Okay, Jovina. Never mind. Just leave. We'll just leave there. So I'm done. I used to drink those big 32 ounces, or then they became 64 ounces. I used to be a soda addict. When I came home from the clubs, I would stop off and get one of those big ass drinks at like a AM PM. AM PMs, they start closing them down because people from the clubs stopped at AM PM, get little snacks before they went home with their catch of the night. People start hanging out. In my town, black guys start hanging out at the pumps and causing trouble. So they start closing down the AM PMs during that time period. Plus, they would try to get beer. In my town, you can't buy beer after 1 o'clock. That's why the clubs close here in California at 1 o'clock. I'm told that my dad's father also smoked weed. And he was, I told you what his genetics was. I'm told by a cousin, but I don't know. She tends to be, you can't really trust what she says, pretty much. She even said that James Arnaz was his cousin. James Arnaz was on Gunsmoke, a white man. You know, my grandfather was white and native, but he was French background. And James Arnaz, I don't know if he was French or not. She did say he would visit him when he was in the hospital. So I'd take it with a grain of salt. Look for Rick Simpson on YouTube. Okay. So you are the guys who aren't going to the club tonight. We know that one fellow is working on his business career. I think that's what Con something or other said. Con Latin last name. We know Remo just don't feel like it. What about the rest of you guys? Why are you home? And there are 19 people watching. That's a lot of brothers who aren't going out there hunting. How many of you guys who stay home just can't dance and are watching as well? I was suggesting to one of my clients that we all go out to the club one day to this place called Harlow's. And he goes, I'm writing code and listening to you. Ah, you're a programmer. What language do you write your code in these days? Anyway, she was describing the way her boyfriend danced. And yeah, I can see if you dance like that, 5 a.m. where Inflated Egos, I can see if you dance like that, yeah, you might want to just stay your ass at home. Inflated Ego just got back from a night out. It's 5 a.m. here. Is that the UK? And Con Estilio, please say you don't wear that hat on a daily basis. working on personal projects. I'm in the IT field. I work in a standard web technologies, HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Okay. Okay. Gotcha. He said this is an old photo. So you stopped wearing that hat? I mean, I would tell you that hat could be one reason why you're alone. Tubi says, just getting off work. Do you know that when I was at Pacific Bell, I worked graveyard? And we'd start sometimes almost like a swing shift. And if I get off early, and I got off early enough, I'd go to the clubs for like an hour. That's how addicted to the club life I was. Khan says, I'm trying to upload an updated OME or updated one. Okay. Ryan, I can't dance, but if I have enough to drink, I don't care. Clubs are whack here in Arkansas. That's where my mom's from. And my grandpa. Do you know any Panky families around there? White or black? Silva, hold up. I can dance though, Remo says. See me. How did you get into the pimp game player? Call girl game. Call girl. Let's just separate the two. I like to separate the two. I think some guys said I was contradicting myself. No, I'm being up front. Never did street stuff. I got in the call girl game for just a little bit over a month. Hold on. Ryan Hood spelled the last name correct. Fuck. Jovina.
Yeah.
Let shithead out. He's over here bugging me. Oh, it's okay. It's okay, buddy. Go outside. There he goes. He knows the word outside. Let's see. What am I looking for? Oh, yeah. If I make this big and we go to view. This is the girl I got involved with. Whatever emails to me. And she's the one that I did that with. Not sure why I need to show you that. You guys seen this fucking email so many damn times. But she had already been involved in that whole thing, even as a little kid. Apparently her uncles got her involved and was selling her to these Hollywood producer guys. Because she was Mexican, they were illegal, and they lived in LA. Amir, is that the RV you want? No. Dominic, what's up? What's up, Dominic? Christian, hey player, I can't go out tonight because I have class tomorrow morning, but I have a girlfriend and she's a good girl. I don't want to hurt her or change her. But it's hard being with only one girl. Should I just focus on her or start building a team? Depends on what you want in your life, Christian. You worked hard, because I remember, your struggles. You worked hard to get her. How about you enjoy her for a little while? Okay? Don't feel guilty that you have a girlfriend and is still listening to me. When shit starts popping off, then you start asking me for some advice. When she gets bored with you, then you can ask her for advice. What I'm praying is that she'll stay the way she is. And hopefully you have enough to keep her, interested in the relationship. Never show her that you're weak. Never cry in front of her. Always be the man. Always be the leader. Okay? Do that and you should be okay. Don't let her ever see things frustrate you. Always show just the positive side of your masculinity. Don't simp to her, which you've probably already done, but don't simp to her because they lose respect for you. It's pretty simple. Just be a man. If you understand that and you are a man, you know exactly what to do. Your actions will dictate what type of man you are, whether you're a weak man or a strong man. What?
You have to see this video.
Is that East Indian girl
Yeah.
from Canada?
Yeah. She,
What's her name again?
Lily Singh.
Lily Singh. You guys know who Lily Singh is? Apparently she's really popular and really funny.
Channel is Superwoman.
Her channel is Superwoman.
No, you have to watch this video later. It's literally, she's insulting this guy who made a comment to her about how women are not funny. You should be in the kitchen making a sandwich.
Some guy said to her, "Women are not funny. You should be in the kitchen making a sandwich."
So she did a video on how to make a sandwich, and she insults him the whole time she's making a sandwich. She's teaching him how to make a sandwich, but it's funny.
Bizzle. It takes the fun out of the game for me. I'm there to hunt, and I gotta watch my back with these punk asses who want to start shit. I've already been jumped once and had a shitload of altercations. Haters are gonna hate. I'm watching my video just now doing the dance thing I did. That was like 5 minutes ago. I'm Morrison. If I was single, I would be out. You helped me in a tough time. Now I just love to listen to the game. I bought your mind-fucking ebook, and now I'm better. I learned a lot of what you teach the hard way. Hey. You know, our moms always said, a hard head makes for a soft behind. You know, we learn those lessons the hard way. And those are like the best lessons. Because then you never forget them. You never unlearn them. I kind of realized that a lot of times, you know, guys would come to my channel or come to my forum and they would fuck up. They wouldn't listen to what I said. And I've kind of realized that they need to learn those hard lessons. So I stopped feeling sorry for them when they didn't listen to what I had to say.
You've got mail.
Hold on. Yeah.
Excited for them.
His brother ordered 2 of my products. They're PDFs, and he was trying to download them from a phone. Fellas, don't ever use a phone to download my stuff and try to read my shit. I could download a PDF, I guess, on an iPhone, I think, but on the iPhone 7 Plus. But don't do that. David C., not to change subject, what were your thoughts on the movie Get Out? I've already answered that. David C., you changed your name also, huh? I talked about that yesterday, so go watch yesterday's video. Christian, thanks, Player Supreme. I never have simped to her. She told me she used to be afraid of me because she knew I could replace her like that. Good. She's definitely someone I can see growth with. Excellent. He also goes on to say, and since I have her, it'll give me more time to focus on my goals. That's what a woman does for you there, David C. Formerly Con Estelio or something like that. I, Morrison, I will hate to see you go, but when do you think you're going to hit the road? Next fall, and follow your dream. Well, I don't really have a dream. I just want to travel during the wintertime, get out of Sacramento. I always got bronchitis in the fall. I don't get it anymore because I took this prednisone from my massage therapist that was for a dog. She gave me, I think it was like 4 pills. And ever since then, my bronchitis never came back. That's why I've been on prednisone, though. That it really is very powerful. Dominic Yo Supreme, how do I send a convo with the chick to you? Don't spoil them. As you do with any, well, how long is the convo? Also, with anytime you want to contact me, you go to my website. You hit the contact me button. You cut and paste whatever you want to say to me into the contact frame. David C. says my real name is David. Con Estelio was just a username. Gotcha. Well, I didn't think Con was your first name, but who names a kid Con? Like a con artist. Yeah, I'm not going to talk about the movie. Don't worry about it, Dominique. We did that yesterday. I guess the movie is an interesting subject in the Black consciousness movement. David, my question was, why do you follow PUA, though? It's a great movie. Yeah, I enjoyed the movie. I watched it at home. I watched on my big screen TV. Wasn't a bad copy either. It was a good movie. I really enjoyed it. Nas, they think the movie is based off true events. I don't know how it can be based off true events. There's nobody that's cutting people's... Never mind. A lot of brothers are in the sunken place, unfortunately. That I can agree with. David, let's not give the movie away, though. or have Dominic walk away for a minute. Dominic says it was short, like 2 screenshots. Don't know what you mean, Dominic. The Black consciousness community thinks that, though. Where's your website? Look below this video. You'll see 2 links to my store and link to my one of my products. Of course, just click on the link to my store and then look at the top, the banner that has all the links on the site, and just click contact me. Let me know when you've done that. It may take a moment. I'll go read it. You want me to... God, I pray it's not long. You want me to look at where you went wrong in your conversation, or what's up? Remo says not Black consciousness, just Black in general. I heard about it first from the Black consciousness, so that's why I said that. Thomas says, oh, never mind. I found it. This Cleveland guy. Beginning to wonder about him. Have you had some bad smelling pussy? ? Yeah, twice. How did you get out of the situation, or did you just fuck the stank off that skank? One girl, she wasn't really a skank. She said had sex and didn't smell bad until after we had sex. Thank God I used a condom. The other, I didn't fuck her. Don't fight, fellas. No beef today. Not sure why you said that to David, Dominic. Why did you say it to him? Yeah, David, quit being a bitch. I was asking a question. He was following PUA. I see what you said there, but let's not beef tonight. I said now I want to know if I was wrong with this joke. I told her. If it's a joke that went wrong, you were wrong. Okay? If it didn't come over right, obviously you should have told the joke. Or tried to be funny or cute. He goes, that's sign of STD. Yep, it sure is. Or yeast infection. Thizzle says, I've been told, yep, yeast infection as well. There's some STD. Anything that makes a pussy sour, yeast infection or STD, which they both are, I think, in the same category, because a yeast infection can be passed on. it makes the pussy smell, pretty much. Is it bad to go down on women? See me? Are you black? See me? It's not bad to go down on women. Black men, my age especially, we just tend not to do it. Jovita says otherwise, but I guess you're dealing with some black simps. It's mostly Caucasian males that actually enjoy licking the pussy. Black males, we have too much of an ego to go down and service a girl. We're not talking about the fish smell. Nas said that fish smell will make me throw up. I had a bad experience with it already. Remo said bad pussy is the worst. David, I don't follow the PUA community. Those RC guys are annoying. I watched their videos a while back and couldn't see myself doing that, so stop watching. So the game in you recognized the foolishness. Trichomonas. Ryan Hood says one of the symptoms of trichomoniasis, we used to call it trick or trichomonas, is a strong vaginal yap. I was remembering something from when I was married. Sorry. I can remember the smell. Tubi, I love eating G pussy. You must be one of the new blacks. Trained like a little dog, huh? Thizzle, yeah, I noticed some of the prettier girls have stank pussies. Maybe because they have more dick in them. Nah. Just because they're pretty doesn't mean, you know, if they work out and they wear cotton, they can get yeast infections just from working out, sweating with the cotton. They should be washing their clothes in Hexol, which will kill all the germs in there, but they don't want it because Hexol is so strong. So they probably just try to wash them in hot water. Hot water doesn't kill all the germs. I Morrison, when I pick my son up from school, one black female teacher looks at me foul. I dress nice and don't try to pick them up or anything. What do you think her deal is? Is she white? And have you given her previous checked her out or something? You know how we are there, I Morrison. And we think every chick wants us and we're strutting around where you give them eye contact. Don't know what you've done previously to cause that. That's my point. Nathan. When I went low on the girl I was with, it stank and had prickly pubic hair regrowing. Boo Knob. She loves white men? Don't know what you're talking about, Boo. Boo Knob. Nah, as a lot of these women were raised by hood rats, they teach them how to keep the pussy smelling fresh. Remo, some bitches are so nasty they don't even realize it. And black men of this generation loves licking pussy. The way most women smell prevent me from going down. Well, I don't do it because I'm not a servant. I don't lick like a dog. I don't bow between a woman's legs. See me, if I'm fingering a girl and her pussy smells bad, I'll be sly and rub that finger by her nose when I grab her face to kiss her. Good. Oh, shit. That's teacher lesson, huh? You know, when I was a kid, they told you, go put your finger down there and, do the sniff test, but do it on slide. Like, yeah. You got to wave past your face to get a sniff. Lizzo, yeah, I'm going to start doing the finger check. LOL. Yeah, you don't want some bad shit. These women need to get in there and take care of themselves. There's a rub that dog's face in their own shit. So you have some issues against women there, Thizzle. I don't know. She's black. I think she just doesn't like a player's vibe. I can agree with that. Nathan Miller. I was just trying it because it was my first time. It didn't go well as I wanted. I'll finger her if I'm with her again. Okay, Nathan. To be, don't hate on this carpet munchers. LOL. Hey. Knock yourselves out. But no, that's why there's a difference between you and I. I don't give my email out. Go to, as I said, go to my store, click on the contact me, okay? Cut and paste it in there and send it. It's a real simple operation. Takes no time to do. Actually, not my store, but just go to my site. Do you know how many people would send me viruses? And how many times I've had that actually happen? Boo Knob. Most of them barely drink water. And bad diet recipe for yeast infections. I agree. Remo. Bitches be talking about give and receive, but don't pass the sniff test. I just like to receive. Dominic, they really do. You know, you could have cut and pasted the whole damn thing, or pieces of it in this box here also. At least the part where you could cut and paste what you said. And then give us the background on it there, Dominic. It does take about 10 minutes for it to get to me. No, so I tried to get this bitch to smell the fishy smell on my finger, but she acted like she couldn't smell it. Dominic, I don't like eating pussy either. Then don't. Nas, I'm going for more direct approach the next time. Don't know what you're talking about, Nas. You said you don't, something about, you know, fishy smell. Direct approach on the pussy. Finger it. Stick your dick in. Finger some more. Talk to her. She'll blow her nuts. Finish yours. Call it a day. Hey, Supreme, have you seen the new Brawny Paper Towel Woman? Nope. I don't watch TV, and I download my TV shows because there's no commercials. In fact, I've got to get my today's TV shows. Dominic says, okay. I don't like eating pussy either, okay. Then he says, okay again. And I'm kind of lost. I'm at easytv.ag. It's like the best. I started watching that TV show called The Path, and I just can't get with it again. I do like the one called Stan Lee's Lucky Man that's coming out of the UK. That one I actually enjoy, and I've also been watching, of course, Grimm. One thing I don't like at the end of Grimm, when I was watching TV, was they had a homosexual photograph they flashed every show of an older man and I think a younger man hugging each other in every show. Every show. And someone mentioned the show, and I actually brought that up. And these, what do you call them, snowflakes, or these people attacked me for it. And I always make sure I cut off the last thing so I don't see that homosexual advertisement there. They flash it, and that's going into subconscious minds of kids. I don't know if you guys are aware of that. Grim is cool, Boo Knob said. Have you seen that homosexual flash that they do? They flash real fast. Then it's gone. Speaking of receiving some bitches, don't give good head. I had one who kept scraping her teeth on my dick like she was taking off dead skin. I hate that too, man. I'm hoping this is Grease. Ah, yes. Fuck. Hold on. This poor brother. Two men kissing. No, they're hugging. At the very end of the show, they flash this card. It's not a video; it's the card, a photo of two men hugging. So obviously, the producer of the show is a homosexual, and he's using the very end of the show to flash a subconscious message. Simi says, teach you how to do. That's what I did with girls too. I taught them how to give me head the right way. A lot of them didn't have the persistence that I needed, though. Okay. Dominic went to my site. Instead of doing what I told him, he sends me an email. What's your email, brother? Why in the Give me a moment, fellas. Ask this guy, he wants me to look at his conversation with a girl where he sent her a joke and it didn't go well. I asked him, go to my site, cut and paste the whole damn thing in there so I'll get it so I can do it on the show. And I told him I'm not giving out my email address. Also, I'm not going to write him back because people, when they get my email address, they'll send me emails on there. Don't put anything in the hat. Don't ask for any, to pay for my time. They'll just send me emails, ask me questions, like that TW dude does. Don't buy a product. Anyway, so instead he sent me a message, what's your email? Dude, man. Yeah, I'm counting 10. Dom. Forget it. I post a convo on Google+. I'm not on Google+. I'm on YouTube. How come you can't follow a simple direction, Dom? I have no connection. Google Plus. I don't need her picture. I don't know why you guys think I need to see what she looks like. I don't care. She can be butt ugly. I don't care. Just the conversation. He said, Nathan says he should send you his message via YouTube personal messaging. Damn, I forgot about that. Yeah. You just click on my name. Let me see how to do this. What you do on YouTube is you click on my screen name, like I'm looking at Adventure Van Man. Okay, so left click on my name. It goes to where it says About. Click on About. And it'll say Send Message. And that's how you can send a private message. Thank you, Nathan. You saved me a lot of frustration. Well, Dominic says that was before you said it the first time. Okay. I wasn't aware of that. My bad. It takes a long time. I don't know how long Instant Messengers takes on YouTube, but it does take a while for that shit to get in. Jovina, Greece's thing was a no-go. It was a no-go. They couldn't get the two people together. This is Wells Fargo. Can you believe that? I guess there was the woman that handled cards. There's also the notary, and I guess they got to get. I don't know. We'll get the story tomorrow. Oh, it's a screenshot. Okay. Well, unfortunately, I'm going to be taking off in a minute, so I guess we're out of time now anyway. Yeah. If a joke goes wrong, obviously you were wrong. That's my point. It doesn't take me reading to tell you that you were wrong, because you're the one that tried to do a joke. Jovina, fat bastard, backdoor. When you try to do humor and it backfires on you, you should have tried the humor. Okay? People take humor differently. Like, you say one thing to one person, and then turn around and say the same to another person, and they both take it differently. So, try not to use humor that's going to blow up on you where you got to, ask me, I'm not going to take your side on that. You got to be careful with humor. Very light humor. Like when I talked about the girl at the bar on my approach example, what is it, St. Patty's Day? I do really lightly on the humor thing. Doggy Henry, I have a question, Supreme. Yes, Doggy. You'll be my last one. Thank God this camera's pointing over here, Jovina. Thank God this camera's pointing away from the hallway.
Well, you're supposed to keep it pointed that way. I told you about
See you, so you see they can see you waddle your ass by. I'll send the link. Thank you. Send the link. I'm waiting for Doggy to post his question. A couple of people had found my number and called me like at 2 a.m. one time. Can you guys believe that? It seems the players say men should know how to approach women and use game. But to me, it seems like many of the women out there really ain't about nothing but bullshit. Sorry you feel that way. I came up to many women and said the right things. Give me an example of what you said, Doggy Henry. There was a fellow that was on Sharmore. He was on the call yesterday when I was doing the approach examples, and his were straight out of like street dudes, lame lines. No offense to Sharmore, but that was some lame shit. Street dudes, lame lines, and those guys never get laid. So give me an example of what you say. Dominic, I said that I can't remember the last time I went to church. Yikes, 2 a.m. Yeah. He was calling, he must have been calling from overseas, or I don't know why he would call me at 2 a.m. And then I would get calls. I don't pick up my phone. You guys saw me pick it up on my call because that was my mom's work. I thought it was possible emergency. I don't pick up my mom's calls. I don't pick up any calls, ever. They leave a message. Unless it's my son, Tracy. Or one of my other kids. Or my ex-wife. Or Jovina. Those are the people I pick up for. My ex-wife. All four of my sons. And Jovina. Anyone else? And I get a lot of calls from internet marketers. Long distance calls. So I never pick that shit up. And I immediately just go through and swipe the message. I don't know who's calling me. So many time and time again, it's been internet marketers trying to sell me shit. This is very personal to me. And I'm... Uh-oh. What? Hold on. Jovina. See, I don't have my fucking bell on. The kids wanted to come over. And I missed their message.
Yeah, it's almost 10 o'clock. What time did you get that?
Can I come over, please?
Well, they probably had somewhere to go, too.
They were going to the movies.
Well, I'm sure they already went, unless...
Damn it.
That must have been while we were taking our nap.
Hold on, fellas. 6:43. So no, 5:43. Yeah.
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 It was. Well, let them know what happened so that they don't think you ignored it.
Fuck. Dog Henry, I tried to come at and see where their head is at, asking them what they're looking for and what they're about. Hold on. You come at women to see where their head's at. Jovina, take them damn headphones off.
It is off on one side.
This fellow says he comes at women to see where their head's at and see what they're about. And some women give me their number, but the end result is the same. You don't say hello to him at least. You come in, hey, Jovina, what are you about? I want to see, where's your head at? What kind of woman are you?
Okay.
Doggy Henry?
Okay, that's just very weird. Aggressively weird.
Some women are nice, so he gets a couple of phone numbers.
But what happens after that?
Nothing.
Okay, was that
And he
right?
wonders why.
What does that tell you?
That should tell him that he needs to change the way he's approaching women. Approach women. Go back and watch yesterday's video. You'll learn a lot from it on how to approach girls. Okay? Listen to the examples that I give. My question was, what are you saying when you first open your mouth? And nothing from Dominic. Okay. Well, I guess I want to hear what Doggy Henry had to say. It's like I feel their motivation is not matching mine. Nor should it. Okay? You're a man. You're about action. Women are receptive and passive. Did you guys know that women weren't always in the workforce? That their job was really as domestic engineers, they called it. They didn't start working in the workforce big time until World War II because the men were at fighting. And they were building ships and putting tanks together and shit like that. But before that, they were not in the workforce. Are you guys aware of that? So this whole work thing is something new on women. So if they don't have the same motivation that you have, like you want to rise up in your career, and women just want to get new MAC makeup, like I've always talked about, that's the way it is. That's the way it should be. Because I was in the fitness industry and I dated women from that, I didn't like them trying to compete with me because they always lost. I don't want an aggressive, competitive female either. That leaves less of her mind to devote to me. So I'm not feminine in my nature. I don't have feminine stuff in me. Feminine males, Doggy Henry, they want women to approach them. Why should I have to approach girls all the time? Why can't they approach me? I have never heard that stuff in my life until I've been on this fucking internet. And it's been in the last 10 years where guys are saying weird shit like that. I'm 57 years of age. I'm from the old generation. I've never heard that until you young fucks. Why can't they approach me? Like men have forgotten how to be men. They've lost their balls. They're losing their masculinity to step over to a girl. Hold on, I'm going to see if I can get Dominic's stuff. So, if they're not as ambitious, the word I was looking for, as you are, be grateful for that. If you're talking about women having morals, I don't deal with that. Yeah, I agree with that. Okay. Here's a conversation. I'm trying to look for something bad in there. She goes, "You're bad." He goes, "How?" She goes, "You need Jesus." He goes, "I do. I feel pretty humbled if do say myself, laugh my ass off. I'm just messing around." She goes, "Mm-hmm." He goes, "My body's my temple. Should I go to church next Sunday?" "Yes, sir, you should." I hope there's more. I'm looking for... Okay. "Yes, sir, you should. I do miss these, though." And a picture of a black man sleeping on the clouds. Okay. She goes, "Wow." He goes, "It's true, though, right?" She goes, "You're so handsome." That after church nap be like a brother sleeping on the couch. Let me look for the problem again. You're bad. How? You need Jesus. I do. My body's temple. Yes, sir, you should. I do miss these, though. Wow. It's true, though. And she ended up saying, you're so handsome. Dominic, why'd you send that to me? I thought you said there was a problem. Tubi. From low self-confidence. David C. Women are not going to approach you. What the fuck? Nas. LOL. Dominic, what did you want me to see? Doug Henry, it's my goal. It's like my goal is to get them to want me and to want to be around me and want to be with me. Okay. Like a little girlfriend, but when I talk to them on the phone, it's me doing all the talking all day. Okay. What I want you to do, doggy, this will change this all around. Take a real and active interest in her life and find out her life story. Get her entire life story. If you're 20, she's 20, that's 20 years of life experiences. So you can't do it in an hour. You can't do it in a week. You can't even do it in a fucking month. But what you can do in an hour will go a long ways to find out her true life story. Every time she talks about somebody from her life, let's say she was born in Birmingham, Alabama. She lived on, they always funnel us blacks in the South Side. I don't know what race you are. Let's assume you're black. They always put us in the South area, on the side of train tracks, shit like that. You could talk about that. And what was it like? What was the racial stuff like? Because you're probably not black, though. As blacks know, Birmingham, Alabama was a very racist town at one time. If she said she's from L.A., you can ask her, really? That's cool. If she's really from L.A. and you live in, Washington, you could ask her about L.A. What it was like growing up there. Like I do with Joe Venus. Joe Venus from an island that's owned by Portugal. I always ask her about the islands. She told me her and her grandma would go down there and get to the ocean and get loppish, and I'd learn what loppish is. And I learned that they could kill you if you eat the wrong ones. So get her life story, okay? Griffin says, she flaked on me. Do you think it was because of that? You see my face, right? Did you hear what I read? At the end, she said, you're handsome. And she flaked on him. And he thinks it's because of that little conversation? There's no joke in there either. Here, let me read the conversation to you, Jovina.
The whole thing, yeah.
All right, let's start at the very beginning. There's nothing there. She goes, you're bad. He goes, how? She goes, you need Jesus. He goes, I do. I feel pretty humble. I do say myself, laugh my ass off. I'm just messing around. And she goes, mm-hmm. And he goes, my body's my temple. Should I go to church next Sunday? I would actually never say something like that. He's bowing down. But let's continue. It might have been his bowing down attitude. You may not respect him more. But she goes, yes, sir, you should. And he goes, I do miss these, though. And there's a picture with the caption, that after church nap be like, and it shows a brother, all wrapped up with his head on the pillow, laying on top of the clouds. He goes, I do miss these, though. That's pretty funny. She goes, wow. He goes, it's true, though, right? She goes, you're so handsome. Yeah.
Is that the whole conversation? I mean, there's no.
Well, we didn't get to what happened before, but yeah.
That's kind of a weird one.
That didn't make her flake. She was just a flake. He needs to find out why she flaked.
She might just be flaky.
Yeah. Dominic, obviously, I don't think it's because of that. Neither is Jovina. We don't see it. Dog Henry, Supreme, do you think it's good to talk to women online who live many miles away, or is it better stick to local? It's actually better for you to stick to local. That way you can go out on dates right away. Done that long distance stuff when I was practicing my online game, which was cool, but I don't recommend it, okay? It's now 10 o'clock at night on a Friday, and I'm done. So you guys have a good night. Maybe I'll be here tomorrow. Maybe I won't. You guys take care, though.